This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the air wasn't cold. The corridor was a little chilly, but it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house often. Not going outside, he would just laze around the house carelessly. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? I wanted to be a superhero when I was a child. Suddenly, that man, himself a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. What? What do you mean by wanted? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. Yes, unfortunately being a hero is a time-limited thing, and it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found that out earlier. I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. I see, and I guess it couldn't be helped. Yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kiritsugu answers. So of course, my response was determined. Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place. It's impossible since you're an adult, but it should be alright for me. Let me take on your dream. I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Emiya Kiritsugu said, Yeah, I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes, and his life ended. That is the story from winter 5 years ago. It was a parting that determined the course of Emiyashiro's life. It was the night that Emiyashiro decided to become a superhero. There's no way I can forget it. I never said it, but I clearly remember it. The figure of the man who saved the boy who was left to the fire. Emiya Kiritsugu held up the dying child and said, "Thank you." He said, "I'm thankful that I found you." He made a big smile and thanked someone, as if he was saved by rescuing someone. The emotion I felt back then is still engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anybody. In it all, I was saved, and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero, so that I can save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Even if it may be a childlike fantasy, I yearned to become one. And thus, Kiritsugu, the embodiment of my dream, died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed his father. Emiyashiro must be a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream of the man I admired most. But to be honest, I'm still wondering if my idea is the right one. Where my idea comes from. What I can do despite me just being an amateur. How to make the dream of making everybody happy, which Kiritsugu always talked about, come true. Oh, and what I can do now that I'm a master. There are just so many things that my head's going to explode. Yeah, I think I remember that scene from the Fate route. I'm not sure if that's... I don't think it's exactly the same scene. There do appear to be some differences, but it's more or less the same thing. I wake up from that familiar dream. Bright morning sunlight is coming in from the window. I feel a bit chilly, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for me to catch a cold. Jeez, I fell asleep here again. I shake my head and change into my uniform. It's a bit before 6 o'clock. I bet Sakura's already up and preparing breakfast. Yeah, she usually is, isn't she? Sakura seems like a morning person, and that is definitely something I'm not. I think Shiro kind of is too. I go outside and breathe in the fresh air. It's a nice morning. It'd be much more comfortable if there weren't 3 girls in the house. I don't know about that. I'd be pretty comfortable. Oh, let me correct myself. There are only 2 girls in the house. Yeah, one doesn't count. I don't want to classify Fujine as a girl. Exactly. Anyway, now. Oh god, why? Why must there be choices for these things? They seem like really mundane choices that don't really matter. I'll go see how Saber's doing. I'll go and help Sakura. I'll go and wake Fujine up. I think we can go ahead and forget about the third option. Let's see, I'll see how Saber's doing. I don't know, like, I feel like the first choice is the best one. And then there's also, I'll go help Sakura, which is something I could see us doing, or at least I could see Shiro doing. I don't know. I feel like we've done this, or wait, haven't we? Maybe this was in the Fate route when we went and helped Sakura cook or something. Let's see how Saber's doing. I have to go see how Saber's doing. It seems Saber is rather sociable, so I think she would have been alright with the other 2, but still, I'm worried. Yeah, I feel like above anything else, that's something Shiro would probably do. I bet Saber's already awake. Then there's only one place she can be. Probably the dojo. Sakura's in the living room, so Saber should be... Oh, good thing we didn't have to make a choice about that. Oh, I would have obviously said the dojo. Saber's in the dojo as I expected. You get affection points for that, even though this isn't her route. Shiro, what is it? I believe it is still too early to wake up. It's never too early for Shiro. He gets up bright and early at 6 a.m. Huh? No, this is normal for me since I have to prepare breakfast. Now we have Sakura for that, Shiro. I see. I'm surprised at how early you wake up. It must have been really unexpected as she looks surprised, and I can tell. I guess I'm an early riser. But why were you surprised? Did you think I'm the type that sleeps in? I pegged you as a lazy asshole. No, Taiga's actually a lazy asshole. Even though she's a teacher, which is weird. Oh, excuse me. Taiga is still sleeping, so I jumped to a hasty conclusion that the Emiya family are not early risers. Well, technically, Shiro is not from the Emiya family. Neither is Fujine, really. Oh, I get it. Fujine's sleeping ability is unparalleled. I get it now. Come to think of it, Saber and Sakura were sleeping in the same room with Fujine. I bet it was hard for them to sleep peacefully. She stole all the covers. By the way, good morning, Saber. Were you able to sleep well? Yes, there was no battle yesterday, so I do not have any fatigue. That's good. I thought you might not have slept well considering how much Fujine moves in her sleep. It also seemed you guys were up late last night. If it gets too loud, I can tell them to give you a separate room. I proposed, thinking that Saber might not like being with Fujine. No, there is no need for such a thing. As long as there are no problems, I would like to go with Taiga's proposal. Really? Well, that'll help me out too. Is it just me or is there intimacy in Saber's voice? Saber, do you like Fujine? No, she doesn't. Well, she's a total nuisance. If she was in my kingdom, I'd kick her out and have her executed. Yes, Taiga has a good personality. A person with such honesty and open-mindedness is rare. I can understand why you are so honest, having heard that she has raised you. I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. I'm praising her. I have only known her for a short while, but I understand her quite well. I see. I agree that Fujine is easy to understand. The problem is, after that, whether you can understand her logic or not, but that's a whole different story. Then you were able to get along with Sakura as well, right? Sakura isn't as bad as Fujine. Yeah, she's kind of the quiet, shy type. That is true, but I still do not fully understand her. It is not enmity, but I feel that she's still on guard. Because she's jealous! So you haven't spoken with Sakura yet? I've made peace with Sakura as well. As you said, she's kind just like Taiga. Oh, then there shouldn't be a problem. I sigh with relief. I don't want to know why she used the phrase, made peace, but it seems she became friends with Fujine and Sakura. I'm sure all the problems in this house are solved now. You would think so, but then again, that's, not typically how things go. Especially with women. Everyone says, "Itsudakimasu," or "thank you for the food." This is the first time I've had breakfast with a group of 4, and it feels rather relaxing. This is a bit thin. Did you change something, Sakura? Are you skimping on the ingredients? This food is absolutely terrible. Never work in my kitchen again. Yes, I thought Saber-san wouldn't be used to miso soup. So I didn't put too much miso in it. Yes, because she's blonde, that means she's foreign, and foreigners wouldn't like miso soup. They don't like Japanese food. Let's cook them some hamburgers. Yes, I like this miso soup better than last night's, but please cook at your own leisure since I'm used to Japanese food. It will be for our mutual benefit. Really? Wow, you're using chopsticks. I'm surprised. You sure are multi-talented. I'm assuming since she can speak Japanese, she's probably accustomed to the culture as well, or at least knows something about it in the food. Sakura. I am used to it. But to be honest, chopsticks are tiring. I do believe it is better than a fork and spoon, though. Although it takes more effort to use. Yeah, fork and spoon over chopsticks. Oh, that's not what you put on it. You have to put soy sauce on that. I see. Thank you for your advice. No problem. I'll take a dried seaweed as a reward. Ew. Dried seaweed. Give me a second, Shiro. Here, please don't eat too much and fall asleep again. Then she just falls asleep right at the table. Sensei, I think you should hold back if you're going to be participating in the morning practice. No, she's just going to be ordering everybody around and sitting on her lazy ass. Like last time. This is fine. I have to eat a lot to make it until lunch, and you're not one to talk, eating rice balls after the morning practice. Fat ass. You knew about that, Sensei? Are you trying to tell me that I'm fat? Huh, I was watching you because you were in the corner acting suspiciously. You shouldn't, you know. A girl your age shouldn't eat 2 meals in the morning. What? The devil comes down on your scale like a terrorist. According to my estimate, your weight right now is 300 pounds. No, please don't, Sensei. I won't come cook anymore if you say it. I'm pretty sure most of that weight is just her boobs. Man, and I only eat like that once in a while. It's not like I do it every day. Really? I thought you made rice balls every day since you always cook extra rice. We're on to you, Sakura. You knew, Senpai? That won't do, Sakura-chan. Shiro's pretty sharp on details. I bet he knew from the first time you made it. First time? You mean during summer last year? Oh god, he did. It's like we just found out that she fucking masturbates or something like that. It's like, okay, you eat more food than usual, like, so fucking what? Is there dust in the air, Sakura? Why are you waving your hands in the air? Breakfast proceeds like that. The breakfast table is twice as loud as usual. Then, suddenly, over 50 victims were found early this morning, and they are undergoing treatment in a nearby hospital. I see some disturbing news on the TV, and I hear the Tsukihime music. Huh? A gas leak in Shinto again? Wow, it's 50 people this time. Let's see, nobody could contact the victims since last night, so some of their families called the company, but the guard found nobody in there. Why is that? It's mysterious. Why didn't the guard notice they were in there, unconscious since last night? That's much more than neglecting your job. Fujine must have lost her appetite as she stops eating her third bowl of rice. Jesus Christ. Saber's watching the news with an intense expression. In that case, I'm not mistaken. I don't know the motive, but this is something that's done by a master. I can say it's fortunate that nobody died, just like all the other gas leak incidents. Man, it's getting really dangerous. You can't work in Shinto for a while. You have some money in reserve, so take a break during times like these, okay? But I have to go to work. I'm happy that she's worried about me, but I can't reply to her. I know this is no time to be working, but I'm sure I won't be able to come home as often now that I'm in a war. Then, if I'm ever late, I'll have to lie to them that I'm working. After finishing the cleanup, I go to the front door. Fujine and Sakura already left for their morning practice. Saber is following me like she did yesterday. But I can't let her do so today. The weekends are fine, but there's no way I can take her to school on a weekday. Saber, this is as far as you're coming. Stay here while I go to school. You'll attract a lot of attention if you come to school. Masters shouldn't stand out, right? Of course I'm going with you to school. She must not agree as she protests silently. I don't believe you. I'm saying it's alright. I won't be attacked where there are people, so the school is a safe place. In any case, I can manage protecting myself. Saber's brow twitches. She must have some argument about me being able to protect myself. Yeah, you can't really protect yourself against, servants, Shiro. Let me ask you, does that mean you can beat the enemy by yourself? Of course not. I'm saying I can avoid danger by myself during daytime. I won't go to places with no people, and I'll come home before dark. Your curfew is 7 o'clock. You can let me do so, right? You have to rest to preserve your magical energies, so you don't have to follow me. I see. I have to believe in you if you say so. She's seriously worried about me. I feel bad about turning her down. I'm sorry, Saber. But it's alright, and you'll know if I'm in danger, right? You can come to me if that ever happens. No, our connection is weak. The only time I will sense your danger is when your life is in danger. It would be too late if I head out at such a time. Then should I call for you myself? Yep, use your command seals, Shiro. Those command seals that you should be conservative of. You only have 3 of them. Yes, if you call for me in your mind, it will be transmitted to me, your servant. Please use the command spell if you believe it will not be in time either. I shall be able to jump through space to aid you if I have its backup. Jump through space. That's pretty much like sorcery. The right to absolute obedience. The command spell is that powerful?
わかった。できるだけそんな事態にならないように立ち回る。日が落ちるまでには帰ってくる
Alright, I'll try my hardest not to end up in such a situation. I'll come home before dark, so please stay here. I wave her goodbye and open the door. Yes, please be careful, Shiro. Your school is abnormal. Please be on guard at all times, and please do not go near Rin. Are you saying Tosca will attack me at school? That's impossible. You say that now. She's a true magus. She is bound by the association's rules to avoid involving innocent people, and most of all, she wears the mask of an honor student. I think she'll greet me normally if I do see her. I would like to believe so. Rin is not the type to change her decision out of worry of how she appears to other people. It seems she feels hostility against you, so it will do no harm to be on guard. Fine, fine. I know it's needless worry, but I'll be careful. It's past 7 o'clock. It's later than usual, but I should still make it on time without hurrying. It's 7:40. I go through the gate, and as I make my way to the school building, I feel something strange and stop. What is this? It's not like something strange, right? It's not like something's watching me or that something looks different. If anything, it's that it's not that lively. It feels like the students and even the trees and the buildings are dull in color. I bet it's just me. I'm sure that I'm stressed out from all the events that have been happening. I close my eyes and rotate my shoulders, but the strange feeling doesn't disappear even after that. I get up to the 3rd floor and head to my classroom. Then I run into Tosca. Yo! I know her, so I greet her. But Tosca freezes as if she's seen a ghost. Tosca, what? Is there something on my face? I wipe my cheek with my uniform. But Tosca doesn't even reply. I will kill you. She looks away from me and goes back to her classroom. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What was that? I don't think it's like her to ignore someone who greeted her. Yeah, unless you're participating in the Holy Grail War. The strange feeling hits me again when I go into my classroom. Someone might have brought snacks in here as I smell a slight sweetness in the air. The classroom's like always. I head to my seat while greeting the guys. There are about 10 more minutes until homeroom starts. I look around the room and I notice a seat without a bag. Shinji's absent, huh? Come to think of it, he wasn't at the club yesterday either. Shinji is actually quite punctual as he tries hard to follow the rules. It worries me a bit that a guy like him has been absent for 2 days. It's lunchtime. I usually go to the student council room when I make my own lunch. It's because the guys will take my food and the girls will make fun of me if I eat in the classroom. Man, Shiro, you get pushed around pretty easily. What's wrong, Issei? You're not eating lunch?
Oh,
I just finished eating. I'm really sleepy right now. Wake me up when lunch is over. Issei then puts his head on the table. Did you stay up all night or something? I thought you had to go to bed at 11 at the temple. Yes, but I'm having difficulty sleeping lately. My fatigue won't go away no matter how much I sleep, so for the past few days I've been sleeping whenever I get the chance. What is that? You shouldn't be sleepy if you're sleeping every time you get the chance. That's true, but sleep won't let me rest. I have to sleep to rest. It's because you're not meditating enough. You're supposed to be a monk, goddammit. I know I'm contradicting myself, but I can't help feeling sleepy. Man, it's too early to be spring, you know.
春眠暁を覚えずか。誠にみ
In spring, one sleeps a sleep that knows no dawn, huh? You certainly got me there. Issei doesn't even try to get up. I guess it can't be helped. It looks serious, so I'll stay here until lunch is over. Huh? Someone's here, Issei.
知らん。生徒会は店じまいだと言って。
I don't care. Tell them the student council isn't open today.
いや、そう言ってもいいんだが。
I can say so if you want, but I think it's Kazuki-sensei.
それはまずい。
Huh? That's bad. Issei gets up slowly and opens the door. I always have a stick up my ass 24/7. Ryudo, it's about the archery club this morning. Kazuki-sensei stops his words after seeing that I'm here. Kazuki Soichiro is the homeroom teacher of Class 2A and also in charge of the student council. He's a very strict teacher and quite blunt. Yeah, I can kind of tell that. Not even knowing anything about him, I can tell that he's strict. Huh? Then she didn't even go home?
そのようだ。おそらく刑事事件になるだろう。分かっているだろうが、むやみに話すことは避けるように。
Correct. We will probably call the police. I believe you know, but do not spread the rumor.
それは分かっています。ですが、そうなるとマトはどうしたんですか？
I know. Then how about Mato? The student in the archery club said he saw her and Mato together.
それに関しても同じだ。マト真治も無断欠席しており、家も留守だそうだ。
It is the same for him as well. Mato Shinji is absent today, and his house is empty. His sister, Mato Sakura, was staying over at Fujimura-sensei's house last night, so she does not know anything. Issei and Kazuki are talking about disturbing stuff. Summing up what they said, it seems that a student's been missing since last night, and Shinji's the last one to talk to that student.
邪魔をしたな。そういった事情もある。また下校時間が早まるだろう。
Sorry to interrupt. I'm sure that school's curfew will be set at an earlier time now. Quickly stating his business, Kazuki leaves the student council room.
まったく。なあ、エミヤ。お前、シンジを見なかったか？
Have you seen Shinji, Emiya?
いや、見てない。今朝は弓道場にも。
No, I didn't go to the archery club this morning. You should know as well that he's absent, right?
そうか。それならいいんだが。
I see. I hope that's the case. Issei's face clouds up. Jeez. It's not something I should rudely butt in on, but it seems this concerns the archery club. I'm sorry for Issei, but I should get some information out of him.
日生、昨日から家に帰ってないとか言ってたけど。
Issei, who is this person that hasn't been home? Well, I already know Shinji hasn't been home.
ん？そうだな。エミヤも部外者というわけではないし。
Hmm? Well, you're no outsider, so I guess you can know.
昨日の夜の話だ。
It all happened last night.
弓道部の練習に出た娘が帰ってこないという連絡があったな。至急練習に参加した生徒たちに話を聞いたところ、行方不明になった生徒と最後に話していたのはシンジ。
We got a contact from a family saying that their daughter had yet to come home from the archery club. When we contacted the students who already went to the club, we found out that it was Shinji that last talked to this student. Talked to Shinji?
ちょっと待った。シンジは。
Hold on a second. Wasn't Shinji at the practice yesterday?
それに、弓道部
And I parted with everyone at the school
で
gate.
別れたんだが。
ああ、エミヤもいたらしいな。話はその後だ。忘れ物をした1年生が戻った時、シンジが道場の前に。
Yes, it seems you were there as well. But this is after that. When the student returned to school to get something he forgot, he saw Shinji in front of the archery range. It seemed that the missing student and Shinji were having a quarrel. I have a bad feeling about this. There's only one student that could have been there.
いいっせ。肝心な話をぼかすな。
Don't leave out the important detail, Issei. Who is this student that's been
昨日から行方不明
missing?
になってる生徒ってのは誰なんだ？
うん。三釣彩子。
Okay, Mitsuzuri Ayako, the captain of the archery club.
彼女は道場の鍵を職員室に戻した後、弓道場
We do not know where she went after returning the archery range keys, and after someone saw her in front of the archery range. Issei averts his gaze. Well, shit. Classes end. I don't know if that incident is the reason, but all clubs are cancelled for today. It seems the library is closed as well, so the students are going home in a hurry. There's an announcement that all students are to go home unless they have some special business. I'm the only one left in room 2C. I bet it's like the other rooms, so I should hurry or there'll be nobody left in the school building. I should go talk to some people before that. I can't go straight home after I found out Mitsuzuri's been missing. She's firm, and she's stronger than most guys. It's not a trivial matter that she's missing, and most of all, I can't ignore it as her friend. Sorry, Saber. I have something to do. I apologize to Saber and leave my classroom. I should go talk to people in Mitsuzuri's class, room 2A. Huh? Ayako-chan is absent today because she's sick. Mitsuzuri is absent today. You should know that if you're in the archery club. I'm telling you, she's absent. Even devils get sick, huh? Her record of not being absent ends today. That's all I could get from the girls in her class. They sound like total bitches. It seems like everyone has been told that Mitsuzuri is absent because of illness. Sorry to interrupt. Don't tell her about this if she's here tomorrow. I wave goodbye and leave. If there's any place to go now, it'd be the archery range. No one's here. Well, duh, there are no club activities today. The door to the range is shut tight. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside, so it's meaningless to stay here. I guess I'll talk to Issei. They might have some new information. It's been 3 hours since lunch. It might be possible that she's already been found and it turned out nothing was wrong at all. Although the possibility of that is probably zero. She's probably already dead, because she got caught up in the Holy Grail War. Man, I didn't think that the student council would be closed as well. There aren't that many people here now, so it'll be difficult to ask around. I'll go home for now. Fujine should know something about Mitsuzuri. I get my bag and go out into the hallway. The sky is tinted red. The sun is setting and it should get dark in an hour or so. I get to the stairs. As I start walking down, I hear a sound above my head. I look up. There. Oh, you done fucked up, son. Tosuka is standing at the top of the stairs. Oh, you're here too, Tosuka? She doesn't answer. First this morning, and then just now. I think her glares are getting worse every time I see her. Or I greet her, whatever. Same thing. What? I'm gonna go if you don't have any business with me. I raise my bag to show that I'm going home now. I don't know why, but Tosuka sighs. I'm stunned. Coming to school without your servant? Are you sane? She murmurs without emotion. Of course I'm sane. I can't turn Saber into spirit form, so there's no way I can bring her to school. Well, we have to go to school. This is a typical, like, visual novel anime sort of thing. If we're a teenager, we have to be in school. Have to go to high school all the time, despite certain life-threatening circumstances. Then skip school. It's like asking for others to kill you if a master is walking without its servant. Do you know how stupid you are, Emiya-kun? What? I'm not stupid. Yeah, you kinda are stupid. Don't say ridiculous things. Masters don't fight in front of people, right? Then it's out of the question to fight during daytime, and at school at that. Oh? Then let me ask you, are there people watching us now? Huh? What's she talking about? I don't even need to check if there are people around. Just like you said before, everybody left, right? Huh? Why is this? Conveniently, there's no one here. There's no one in the 3rd floor hallway. I'm sure that's the same for the 4th and the 2nd floor. The red-tinted building is quiet. I bet there are only teachers remaining on the 1st floor. It seems you finally understand. Jeez, I was more pissed than astonished this morning. I told you so many times, but you still came to get killed. Saying so angrily, Tosca rolls up her sleeve. A slender white arm. On the feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. What? It's not a command spell. Could that be... Even though I don't have one, it must be the proof of a magus, a magic crest. I don't even need to explain to you, right? This is a crystallization of the magic passed down my family. I can cast any magic carved on here just by filling it with magical energy. Yes, a magic crest is like an attached engine, separate from the magic circuit in a magus. There's no difficult incantation or procedure to follow. It is an ultimate hastening mechanism that runs the car called magic just by turning it on. But the magic crest will not show up unless it's in use. The magic crest is like a separate magic circuit that is formed using the magical energy of the magus. Some of these analogies just really fucking confuse me. Let's use a car. Use that as an analogy. I mean, it makes sense, but still, it just sounds really out of place. I told Archer to go home. The Gonder shot in the magic crest should be enough for you. There's no emotion in her voice. That makes me realize that she's serious. You didn't think she was before? When is it really like Tosca to joke around? I mean, I know she does, but more often than not, she's pretty serious. You can run away, but that's just making it hard on yourself. I'm going to win in the end no matter what you do. She coldly says so. But my head's spinning. Fight here? Why does it have to be here? Why does it have to be now? And why do I have to fight against Tosca? Hold on, Tosca. Are you insane? This is the school. Who knows who will come if we make a commotion? I'll think about that when it happens. I don't let chances in front of me slip by. I'm sorry, but I'm taking care of you right here and now. And besides, I don't think I can stand having you walk about carelessly. I said hold on. I don't have any intention of fighting you. I do even if you don't. Just prepare yourself, Shiro. She moves her arm and starts the fight. What sort of magic is it? The instant she points her left hand at me, my vision is filled with light. It's about 4 steps forward to the stairs leading to the 2nd floor. If I'm to retreat back to the hallway, it'll also be about 4 steps to get to cover. This is no time to think. Oh, fuck. Let's see. Let's go ahead and save. Before we, this is something that could probably kill us. Okay, retreat back to the hallway. It'll take me about 4 steps to get to cover. It's about 4 steps leading to the 2nd floor. I want to say... Because if I remember from the anime, he went down the stairs. I don't think... Well, I remember him going down the stairs and then going down the hallway. This is a hard decision, because I don't remember what he did. And I'm not really sure what would save us here. Let's see. 4 steps forward, leading to the 2nd floor. But then there's also 4 steps to get to cover. I would think it would probably be a better idea. You know what? Let's go back to the hallway, since that will provide us cover. We probably want to go to the hallway, because jumping the stairs, that seems more risky. Because that wouldn't really provide us with immediate cover. I would think that you'd want to go back to the hallway, since you would be covered from the shots. At least you'd be sure to be covered from the shots if you jump back there. So let's try that. Let's see what happens. I don't look back as I jump. I use the corner of the hallway as a shield and jump sideways with all my might. I slide into the hallway. Damn! I hear Tosca cluck her tongue as something heavy hits the wall. Wait, what did she just do? I get back up and look behind me. The wall. The wall I was standing in front of until now is smoking. And, to be more precise, there are 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. It's a projectile weapon. No, that thing is a curse that will infect the target with a disease. The Gondorshot Tosca was talking about should be something from the Northern European rune, an indirect curse that worsens the disease of the one being pointed at. Its effect is to worsen someone's illness, so it shouldn't be something with any physical effect. But Tosca's Gondorshot is made with such dense magical energy that it looks like a bullet. The problem is, its power is like that of a bullet as well. Wow, as expected of Tosca. It's such a brutal use of force, making a slow curse into an immediate curse. Wait, is she trying to kill me? Yes, Shiro, you get a gold fucking star for figuring that out. I told you so! I hear her running after me. I instantly get myself together. There's no time to think. I have to run for now. Hallway. No, a hallway's bad. The hallway's straight. Tosca's using a projectile weapon, so she'll shoot me in the back if I run down here. Don't move! Tosca sprints out from the corner. Just before that, I jump into the room beside me, room 2F. She shoots the Gondorshot through the hallway. It seems she shot it right after she ran into the hallway. Damn, I can't fight against that thing. How can she tell me to fight? I'm no match for her. I look around the room in a hurry. Is there any protection? Isn't there a shield or an armor or a bulletproof vest in here? Yeah, because that'd totally be in a classroom. Crap, she's here. Her footsteps stopped in front of the classroom. I'm sure she saw me run in here. Then she must be wary of my setting up an ambush. No way! Am I an idiot? I run. I run from the back of the room to the door in front of the room. In that instant, the Gondorshots are mercilessly shot into the classroom. Jeez, she's shooting them like crazy. The bullets go through the walls, hitting everything in the classroom. Ouch! It skimmed my back. It would have gotten me if I hadn't moved. No way! Why are you still standing? Tosca Rin jumps into the classroom. We're about 4 meters apart, in the front and in the back of the classroom. We glare at each other again. No, there's no time for that. I jump out into the hallway. Running into a room isn't a good option. I'll have to run to the stairs over there. Man, she's really merciless. It just scraped my head. Hey, it scraped my sides as well. Ow! Ow! Ouch! Damn, are you serious? I won't be alright if I get hit with that thing. Of course not. Stop if you don't want to get hurt. I'll finish you off quickly if you do stop. The bullets fly through the hallway. Actually, the sounds are like those of real bullets. Wait, are you really shooting Gondor shots? I can only hear murderous intent in that sound. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up, don't run away. I'm getting irritated because my target's moving. Man, this is like giving a knife to... Hey, that's it. The sound of firing echoes in the hallway. But I made it. I reached the stairs in the nick of time. I run down the stairs. I've won since I made it this far. I run down the stairs and reach the landing. Tosca shouldn't be able to follow me if I make it to the first floor. I gasp. Tosca took a shortcut by jumping over the railing of the stairs. To put it simply, I have to get past that glaring Tosca to make it down to the first floor. I'm surprised. You're pretty agile. I thought you said you had flab. Oh. Some veins are showing in Tosca's forehead now. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that to somebody's trying to kill you. It's scary how used I'm getting to this. The instant I realize it's coming, I jump sideways and hear the bullets hit the wall beside me. I run down the hallway in the other direction. The good news is that I'm down to the second floor. If I'm able to run away and make it down to the first floor, I'm sure Tosuka won't. She probably will. Damn, you're still following me? You're persistent, Tosuka. Give up already. You're the persistent one. I won't kill you, so give up already. I don't know if it's because she's serious or if she's mad about me running away. Tosuka's Gonder shots are loud enough now that it'll have people calling the cops. I'm surprised people haven't called the cops, actually. This isn't the time to be worrying about such things. Being more powerful means that the bullets are bigger. The curse that was just hot when it scraped me is now burning everything it touches. I think she put some of her tsundere anger into it. Ugh. The Gonder shot scrapes my leg. My speed goes down. As soon as I figure out she'll catch up before I make it to the stairs, I jump into the room beside me. You jumped into a classroom again, Shiro. Did you say you wouldn't do that again? I go into the classroom and move to the window side. Well, what should I do? I should be able to jump down from the second floor. If I'm going to get shot at, I might as well try escaping from here. Das Schriespen Volkelfig Echo. I probably butchered that, I know, but I pronounced it the best I could. I hear Tosuka's voice from the hallway. Something like a thin membrane surrounds the classroom. A boundary field? The instant that I notice that the boundary field has soundproof effects, I figure out what Tosuka's going to do. I jump to the wall. I feel a strong magic being activated. I crouch down, tip over a desk, and hide behind it. This isn't like the Gonder shot she fired up till now. I close my eyes and place my hand on the desk. She's casting a spell. Even though she has help from the magic crest, Tosuka's casting her spell. Will I make it? No, I have to make it. I skip every manufacturing process, the process of making another nerve in my spine, and frantically pour magical energy into the desk. Fixering, I'll salve. Trace on. Lights and sounds explode. It's an ordinary day after school. The ordinary classroom turns into a dance floor in an instant. Dancing desks. Comparing the bundle of magical energy aimed at the classroom to a pistol is an understatement. As it's shot without pause over a wide range, it's more like a machine gun. I don't know what kind of a curse is in the magical energy, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches. The desks are running crazy like a person on fire. My eardrums are already screwed up from the sound of the dancing desks and the echoing bullets. This is more like a battlefield than a dance floor. But still, I don't see any cracks in the windows. It must be the boundary field Tosuka set up. This room is a closed space now. It seems one can enter this space but not leave. The bullets fired in here are no exception, as the sounds don't escape this room. Jeez. Tosuka's angry, but she's still acting like a magus. I put as much magical energy as I can produce into the desk used as a shield. The only magic I can use is the strengthening magic. I strengthened the desk to defend myself against this rain of magical energy. But it's only for a brief moment. My strengthening magic will only endure this barrage of bullets for about 3 seconds. As a result, I have to redo the strengthening magic right when it wears off, and repeat this process. Damn, did she have infinite magical energy? The rain does not stop. Maybe Tosuka knows what's going on in this classroom. She might be still attacking because she knows I'm blocking her attacks like this. Then this rain would stop when my magical energy runs out, huh? I slump my shoulders while concentrating on the desk. Well, let's compare our endurance. Let's have a match to see who will give up first. I give up. Well, that was easy. That was fucking easy. The match is decided in a flash. It feels like I've gotten knocked out 15 seconds into the first round. I'm not wounded, and I have lots of stamina left, but I can't do anything if my magical energy runs out. But man, I look out from behind the desk. I can't see the classroom too well because of the smoke. I hear a sound. My hand bumps into something on the floor.
椅子の足だ
It's the leg of a chair.
また
She really
派手
did
に
destroy
壊した
this
もんだよ
place.
なあいつ
Well, I guess it could be used as a weapon. I pick up the stick and put my remaining magical energy into it.
うまくいった
It worked. Wow, I'm perfect when it really
一
counts.
発100中じゃないか俺
I swing the stick I strengthened. Well, it won't do me any good to just stand here. I'll be dead if she attacks again. Maybe I used too much magical energy, as I can't even stand up. And the smoke isn't letting me breathe.
いぶり出しか
She's smoking me out, huh?
爪まで完
She's
璧
got
じ
it
ゃな
all
いか
down.
あいつ
Tosuke is experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. I know she's waiting for me in the hallway, but I can't escape out the window because of the boundary field. I make up my mind and head to the hallway. My feet are still numb. I move the wreckage of desks and crawl into the smoke before me. And on the other side is...
ようやく出てきたわね、エ
You
ミヤ
finally came out, Emiya-kun. Tosuke is waiting for me, her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to stand up. The numbness in my feet is temporary, so I think I can move them if I wanted to. But it's not like running would do me any good. Tosuke's just tired from running, and she has plenty of magical energy left. Unlike myself, whose magical energy is depleted, Tosuke's just out of physical energy. If we resume our battle, I'm sure she'll shoot me down without hesitation.
勝負あったわほらその
It's
へん
over.
てこな武器
Throw
を
away
捨て
that
なさい
weird
よ
weapon. You can't
こ
win
うな
now.
ったらエミヤ君に勝ち目なんてないでしょ
Tosuke declares her victory. Oh, that pisses me off. I know it's reckless, but I can't help it if it makes me mad.
そんなのやってみなくちゃわからないだろう肩で息し
We
てる
won't
くせ
know
に
until we
偉
try.
そうなこと
Don't say
言うな
such a thing when your shoulders are heaving like that, idiot. I raise the leg of the chair to show that I'm resisting to the very end.
ふんそう
I see.
分かったわおとなしくするなら優しくしてあげようって思ったけどそんなのはいい
Alright, I was going to be kind to you if you were going to give up, but I guess that was unnecessary courtesy. Let me apologize to you beforehand. She smiles. I wish you wouldn't make an ominous smile like that.
謝るって
Why apologize? I won't forgive you for this even if you
今更謝られ
apologize.
てもこの恨みは忘れないぞ
ええ私が謝るのはこれ
I'm
からのこと
apologizing
よ
for what's going to happen, Emiya-kun.
だって下手に抵抗
I can't hold
されたら
back if you're
怪我ができ
resisting,
な
right?
くなる
I
でしょ
can't apologize to you if I happen to
で
kill
も
you
ただ狂って
accidentally.
あなたを殺しちゃったらもう謝罪はできな
Well,
いじゃない
goddamn. She's serious. Well, she did seem serious, but I guess that made her really serious. I finally realized that I'm in a hopeless situation.
やっと分かってくれた
Oh, did you finally realize the situation you're in? I'm glad. If you said something absent-minded even in a situation like this, I would have done something.
どうかって
What do you mean by something? She glares at me. I see. I guess this is what she meant by being absent-minded.
これが最後の忠告よ
This is your final warning.
そのへんてこな武器を捨てて
Throw away that weapon and give me your command spell. It'll rip off the nerves in your arm in the worst case, but it's better than losing your life, right? Give up my command spell? My command spell isn't something I can hand to her, and most of all,
ダメだ
no, I can't do that.
聞いてお
I
く
see.
けど
Let me ask you why.
レイジは渡せない
I can't give you my command spell. That's like telling me to betray Saber.
そう3秒あげるわ自分の
I
命だ
see.
もの
I'll give you
自分
3
で選びな
seconds.
さい
It's your life, so you decide. Tosuka raises her left hand. I bet she'll release her Gondor shot in the instant I refuse. Well, there's the obvious option here. Can I hand her my command spell? Can I admit defeat against Tosuka? Oh, okay. Well, the way this is formed, like the way these questions are asked are a bit confusing. Can I hand her my command spell? I guess that means, like, is it possible to do that? Or, like, should you do that? Or can I admit defeat against Tosuka? I want to say that the second option probably makes more sense. Can I admit defeat against Tosuka? I think that's basically him saying, like, can I give up now or should I give up now, basically. The first one is more like, should I give her my command spell? But I feel like this is kind of a trick question, because they kind of more or less mean the same thing, the way these questions are formed, but I don't know. I guess the second one really makes more sense to me, so let's go with that one.
3秒
3. What's your reply, Emiya-kun? Oh, I forgot about that. We stare at each other. Did that scream come from below?
遠坂
Tosuka, that was
悲鳴だった
a
わよね
scream. I instantly get up and start running.
ちょっと場所は分かってるのエミ
Hey,
君
do you know where it came from, Emiya-kun?
知るか
No, I can only tell it was below us.
ちょっと待った今結界を解く
Hold on, I'll lift the boundary field now. I run down the stairs.
待ってたら一人
Hold on,
先走
it's
ったら危
dangerous
ない
to go
わ
by
よ
yourself.
そんな場合か
This isn't the time to be worrying. That scream was unusual.
じゃなかったぞ
分かってるわよだから
I
危ない
know,
って言っ
that's
てる
why I'm
じゃない
telling you it's dangerous. We get down to the first floor. There's no one moving in the hallway, but there's one collapsed female student lying there. The student is collapsed in front of the emergency exit.
よかった気を
Good,
失ってる
she's
だけ
only
か
unconscious. I check on the female student. She must be in the first year. She's unconscious, but I don't see any wounds, so she should be alright.
そんなわけないでしょこんなに顔
You're
を
wrong.
青く
She's
して
so
中身
pale.
が空っぽ
Can't
だ
you
って
tell
わ
that
から
she's
ない
empty inside? Huh?
中身が
Empty inside.
魔力もっと極端に言えば生命力よキャスターにやられた人と同じ
She's had her magical energy.
Yeah.
No, her life
But
energy, to be
it
precise,
won't
drained. This is about as bad. No, worse than the people who got attacked by Castor.
この子放ってお
She'll
いたら
die if we
死ぬ
let her be.
死ぬって
Die?
傷一つ
Even though she
ない
doesn't
のに
have any wounds?
外が無事でも中が空っぽなら動かなくなる
Hey
のは
now,
当たり前で
it's
しょ
only natural for someone to die if they're empty inside, even if they don't have any external wounds.
これ
Hold
ぐらいな
on,
ら
I
手持
think
ち
I
の
can
石
do
でなん
something
と
with the
か
stone I have. She searches her pocket. Thank God. It seems serious, but Tosuka seems to know how to cure her. Tosuka kneels down to look at the female student. Her face looks serious. She tends to the female student while sweat forms on her forehead. What's going on? That serious face of hers. I think I saw it recently.
ああもう気が散るエミヤ君
Jeez, this is so annoying. Can you close the door, Emiya-kun? The wind's moving my hair.
ああの
Huh?
非常口だ
Oh,
な
that emergency exit? I'll look at the open emergency exit. Huh? Open. Come to think of it, we still haven't figured out why the girl is unconscious. She didn't do this herself, so somebody else must have attacked her. We ran here right after we heard the scream, so the emergency exit is the only place to get away from. Oh, is it because I was looking at the emergency exit? I sensed something black being shot and I... Watch out, Tosuka! I protect Tosuka with my right arm. Oh. Oh, God. That sounded
何
painful.
よそれ
Huh?
エミヤ君
What is that?
腕に刺さった
Emi-kun, your arm. Hey, you weren't concerned about us earlier. Just like Tosuka said, a black dagger is piercing my right arm. The thing that lodged in between my wrist and my arm looks like a nail. No, it's too big to call it a nail. Something like a dagger is pierced through my arm.
なんでそんなああ今はそうじゃなくて
Why? No, you're bleeding so
血がそんな
much.
に出てるのに
Doesn't it hurt?
痛いとん
It
でもなく
hurts.
痛い
It really hurts. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. But more than that. Someone threw this at Tosuka's face?
遠坂
Please take care of her, Tosuka. I start running. I don't have time to wait for Tosuka's response. I squeeze the strengthened metal rod in my left hand and run out the emergency exit. I run while dangling my right arm. The arm's red below my elbow. Is there some bad luck with my arms today? Tosuka told me to give her the command spell on my left arm, and now this one almost got ripped off.
この
It
辺り
has to be around here.
違い
I look around. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I certainly feel it. The person that attacked that female student. The person that attacked Tosuka with that dagger is nearby. The person is still around. If I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magical energy moving. Behind the archery range? In the woods? I jump over the hedge and run across the moldy land. Then, between the trees, someone I recognize is standing there, smiling. Shinji? I stop. Why is Shinji here? He's missing right now. No, Mitsuzuri is the one missing. Shinji's the last one who saw her, and... The injured arm throbs. The instant I fall to the ground. A nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. I instantly dodge it. I just keep falling and keep rolling forward to avoid it. My throat. It scraped it, and my skin's cut. But this is rather fortunate. If I had been a second too late, it would have been my throat that got cut. You. I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. A servant? I'm sure of it. A concentration of magical energy that even Tosca cannot stand up to. An ethereal beauty and a thick smell of blood. I don't know what class she is, but her existence is beyond human. She disappeared? The black shadow disappears from my vision. My instincts tell me I'll be killed. I desperately swing my weapon above me. I parry the nail coming from my head. She's like a spider, jumping through the woods as if she's sticking to the trees. I run. It was just pure coincidence that I was able to block that surprise attack. I can't block another attack, and there's no way I'd be able to get away. I run to a nearby tree and put my back against it. It should be able to block any attacks from behind me now. No, I have to believe that it can. Believe it! Damn, her figure stands out so much, so I don't see that servant in black anywhere. She might be jumping from branch to branch, as I don't see her coming down. Sweat rolls down my forehead. The sound of change is like that of a snake aiming for its prey. I suppress the laughter trying to escape me. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. Even though I might be killed in the next moment, my mind is completely blank. I don't have any notion of time, and the guillotine isn't coming down. That's what's strange. The battle should have been over by now, but I'm still alive. It's so strange that I think I might have been killed by that previous surprise attack, and might be merely dreaming now. Saber. I can't match a servant. Then I will have to rely on her. That command spell. If I use the command spell to call Saber, I should be able to escape this situation. But is that alright? I place myself in this dangerous situation, then I should hold responsibility for that. And most of all, I haven't done all I can do. That's right. I have a weapon in my hand, even if it may be a weak one. And my body can still move. If this is a bad position, I only have to move away. I can call for Saber after that. I'm surprised. You're not using your command spell? The voice echoes. She's above me, on a branch somewhere as I expected. Unfortunately, I don't have too many left, so I don't know what I'd do in the future if I use one for something like this. And, well, I don't really know how to use it. I see. You must be brave, unlike my master. I search around me. Where is the voice coming from? Then I shall alter my course of action. I cannot go all out against the master without a servant. I shall kindly kill you. The voice stops. The sound of chains is the only sound echoing through the woods. She's coming. What I have to do is get out of this place. To do so, I would have to block her nail a few times. The fact that I have to defend myself using a chair leg is so pathetic that it's funny. If I at least had it. If the stick was as splendid as the weapons he had, I might even be able to counterattack. Here I go. I don't have time to think about what ifs. It's about 30 meters to get out of the woods. This isn't much compared to the chase I had with Tosaka. Yeah, but then you're also fighting a servant. I run. I ignore the annoying sound of chains and run frantically towards the exit. I repel the attack from above. and then, using the weapon, I blocked the roundhouse kick executed by the servant. She's in front of me now. I repel her attacks. No way. The servant in black retreats. It's just a coincidence. If the first surprise attack was blocked by coincidence, these attacks were also blocked by chance. I can't even see her movements. For me to stay alive in spite of that is nothing but pure luck. But, are coincidences something that continue on like this? No. What if my assumptions are wrong in the first place? The first attack. The surprise attack to my head. Imiyashiro could not block such attacks. I cannot block them even by coincidence. You. The servant in black murmurs. Her irritated voice is rather surprisingly beautiful. Huh. You're no good. You're not as good as the other servants. Emiya, I don't think that was a good idea to say that. You're just a fucking person. You can't even hope to fight a servant. I swing at the servant in front of me. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back. I can make it! There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black has retreated. Now all I have to do is go a few more meters and... No. That's as far as you go. You are already captured. Huh? My body falls. Rather, I'm being pulled back. My right arm hurts. The pierced arm is being pulled by some force. Do you still not understand? That thing in your arm is my nail. Your nail? That makes me realize. The thing extending from her weapon. The annoying sound of chains. The sound of the chains moving. The sound of the binding chains that I've heard since I came out of the building. Crap! I reach out for my right arm with my left, but it's too late. The arm moves up by itself and is lifted up. My arm is about to be torn off. The nail in my right arm, the chain coming out of it, dangles me in the air using a branch as a fulcrum. Well, it seems you were saying something very interesting. The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight now that I'm suspended in midair. You said I am inferior to other servants? This is troubling. I cannot kill you unless I correct that misunderstanding of yours. I'm like a sacrifice. It's like the one put to the gallows in a Western movie. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it. Let me see. I shall take those mistaken eyes of yours. I shall take your remaining limbs afterwards. She jumps lightly and appears right in front of me, who's suspended 3 meters above the ground. The nail comes for me. My body still moves. Oh, fuck. Why do we have to make another important choice? God damn it. So many choices in this, on this day. Use the command spell, fight using my remaining left arm, or I can pull out this nail in my right arm. We should probably... I don't think we should use the command spell. That would be a bad idea. Since I already know what happens in the anime, I think what he does is the last option, but I'm not too sure. Fighting using your remaining strength, or not remaining strength, but his left arm. Just fighting using his left arm, I don't think that's going to end too well for him. So I guess the most sensible thing to do here would be the last one. Pull out the nail. I can pull out the nail in my right arm. I throw away my weapon and reach for my right arm with my free left hand. You are brave. You are always selecting the choice that brings you pain. Alright, that is what happened. Never mind. I forgot. That is actually what he does. But my movements have to be like slow motion to her. The servant in black thrusts out her nail to pierce my left hand as well. I swing my body desperately to avoid it, but it's useless. The servant mercilessly thrusts her nail. And she's shot from the side by numerous bright bullets. Ouch! I fall to the ground. The bullets cut the chain and I hit my butt on the ground. The servant in black turns her back. She jumps onto a branch and retreats like a beast. Are you alright, Emiya-kun? As soon as she runs up to me, she takes my hand. I have to stop the bleeding. Do you have anything to wrap around it? I have a handkerchief. It's probably clean since Sakura prepared it for me. It's not much better than mine, but it's better than nothing. We can make do with my towel on that. She takes my pulse and murmurs something like a spell. It must be styptic and a painkiller, as my right hand feels a bit better. Tosuke carefully puts the handkerchief on my wound and wraps the towel around it. Seeing her like that reminds me. Tosuke is beautiful and a nice person. I was watching her from a distance, admiring her for being an honor student, until 3 days ago. As it turns out, her true personality was far away from my imagination, but it's not like she was any different inside. My heart's pounding. Tosuke's a nice person. She's so close to me, and she's so beautiful that I can forgive her for everything that happened until now. I can't think straight. Alright, I guess this is good for now. So, what was that? I tried to back you up since you were in a terrible situation when I caught up with you. Yeah, I was kind of about to get my hand pierced. I don't know. I followed that person here and I was attacked. I concisely tell her what happened. I decide not to say anything about seeing Shinji. It might have been my imagination, and even if it was him, I don't have any proof that he's connected with the servant. Don't make a face like that. I couldn't tell who she was, but she's a servant, so that means there's another master here. Yeah, I knew there was another master at this school, so this means that master finally made a move. Tosuke slumps her shoulders. It seems Tosuke already knew about this third master. Then that master is the one who attacked the female student? Hold on, Tosuke, how's that girl? She's doing better. She's sleeping in the nurse's office now, so her life's not in danger. I see. That's good. I sigh with relief. That means all problems have been resolved. Then what's left is... Huh? Why are you staring at me? Hey, I won't do something like that. I don't know how she misunderstood. Tosuke, sometimes makes the stupidest misunderstandings. What's she think that we're going to do? Is your mind in the gutter again, Tosuke? Hey, I know that. You won't do such a thing. What I want to ask is if you want to continue. Do you want to keep fighting or not? Hearing this, Tosuke freezes. How long did it last? Tosuke glares at me once, then hangs her head as if giving up. That's fine, but it troubles me if she makes such a face near me. Tosuke, what do you want to do? I won't do it. That's it for today. I'm not in the mood anymore, and I owe you for another thing. She gets up and brushes dirt off her knees. Let's go. I know it hurts, but bear it until we get to my place. Tosuke offers me a hand. I tilt my head in wonder and look at Tosuke's eyes. I'm saying we're going to my house. You can't heal that wound yourself, right? Oh, well, that's true, but why? Hey now. You'll die of necrosis if we leave that wound be. It'll be my fault if you lose your arm. Tosuke pulls at me as if telling me not to talk back. Huh? Wait, I don't get it at all.